Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves recently. Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are in hot water over their Kansas City Steakhouse, and it's not just about the steaks. Personally, I think this story is a perfect blend of sports, business, and legal drama, and it raises some really interesting questions about celebrity endorsements and accountability. So, here's the deal. These two NFL stars are being sued by a company called 1587 Sneakers for trademark infringement. What makes this really interesting is that the steakhouse they're associated with is called 1587 Steakhouse. Coincidence? I don't think so. But here's where it gets messy. Travis and Patrick are claiming they're just the faces of the restaurant, not the brains behind it. They're essentially saying, hey, we're just pretty faces here, no real control. But the company suing them isn't buying it. They're arguing that these guys are more involved than they're letting on, and that's what I find fascinating. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about a name, it's about credibility and responsibility. When you slap your name on something, especially as high-profile figures like Kelce and Mahomes, there's an expectation that you're backing it fully. What many people don't realize is that celebrities often distance themselves from business ventures when things go south, but this case is forcing us to ask, how much control do they really have? And should they be held accountable if things go wrong? One thing that immediately stands out is the timing of this lawsuit. It's not just any lawsuit, it's happening right after they went on a full press tour to promote the steakhouse. That's not a coincidence. It feels like 1587 Sneakers is saying, you can't just use your fame to push a product, and then wash your hands of it when there's a legal issue. From my perspective, this case is a wake-up call for both celebrities and fans. It's a reminder that the glitz and glamour of endorsements often mask complex business dealings. What this really suggests is that we need to be more critical of how these partnerships are structured, and who's truly calling the shots. Now, let's talk about the name itself, 1587. The Steakhouse name comes from combining their NFL jersey numbers, which is a clever marketing move. But here's the kicker, 1587 Sneakers already had the trademark for that number. That's a huge oversight, and it raises a deeper question, did no one do their homework? Or did they think they could get away with it because of their star power? Personally, I think this is a classic case of overestimating the power of fame. Just because you're a sports icon doesn't mean you're above the law or immune to legal consequences. What makes this even more intriguing is the legal strategy Travis and Patrick are using. They're trying to dismiss the case by claiming they have no ties to New York, where the lawsuit was filed. But 1587 Sneakers isn't having it. They're calling out this move as a way to dodge responsibility. In my opinion, this tactic feels a bit like a Hail Mary pass, desperate and not very convincing. If you ask me, this case is going to set a precedent for how celebrity-backed businesses are handled in the future. It's not just about Travis and Patrick, it's about every athlete, actor, or influencer who lends their name to a product. Are they just pretty faces, or do they have a real stake in the game? That's the million-dollar question here. As we watch this case unfold, I can't help but wonder, what does this mean for the future of celebrity endorsements? Will we see more transparency, or will stars continue to distance themselves from the nitty-gritty of business? One thing's for sure, this isn't just a legal battle, it's a cultural moment that's forcing us to rethink the relationship between fame and responsibility. So, what do you think? Are Travis and Patrick just the faces of the steakhouse, or should they be held accountable for its legal troubles? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you found this breakdown as fascinating as I did. Until next time, keep questioning, keep analyzing, and stay curious.